How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to my channel, The Cosmic Wonder, where we talk about all things relating to the MCU. And today we have a leaked video from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series. Now, this is a fight scene, and it does involve the new Captain America and Bucky. It's not very spoilery, it doesn't really give away too much, but it is a scene from the show, so if you are trying to avoid all spoilers, you may want to click away. If you're still with me, let's go ahead and watch this leaked video. So there are actually 5 major points to take away from this. This scene, although short, does actually reveal a lot. So we'll go ahead and go over each of these 5 things and talk about how this is also connected to the Black Widow movie. If you're new, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all MCU news, and so you can enter my giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox One or a PS4. All you have to do is be subscribed, like the video, and comment down below about the video. So the first thing that we notice about this leaked footage is, of course, the new Captain America, but he's also fighting alongside Bucky. So we have the new Captain America and the Winter Soldier fighting together, not against each other. In the comics, US Agent John Walker, who becomes Captain America instead of Sam, isn't exactly the best guy. And he's more of an evil Captain America than an actual good guy. But as we see here, he's actually doing some good. He's helping Bucky rescue people who have seemingly been kidnapped and thrown in the back of this van. We can see the new Captain America fight off a bunch of bad guys while Bucky breaks the people out of the back of the van. Now, there was a recent leak that said John Walker, US Agent, is actually a really good guy, and he wants to be a very good Captain America. He looked up to Steve Rogers, and he wants to be just like him and make the people and Steve proud. But when the government gives him the super soldier serum, they use the serum to control his mind. And we'll talk about that in a bit. And that leads us to the second thing that you probably noticed about this video, and that is the fact that there is no Sam. There is no Falcon in this scene. So unless Sam is actually doing a different objective on the same mission, he's not involved in this. And it may be because he's decided to stay out of the government business, since for whatever reason, he is not the current Captain America. It's John Walker. Number 3, the choreography of this scene is actually quite good. It's a very good fight scene. But this actually does reveal a lot about John Walker. As we see him fight, we notice he's not a very skilled fighter. He's actually kind of a sloppy fighter and kind of a brawler when he fights. We can see him swing and miss punches, and we can also see them hit him several times. And he misses his punches several times as well. So we can see that as he fights, he's kind of a scrappy fighter. And this is very different than Steve Rogers, who was more of a calculated and very skilled hand-to-hand combat fighter. But luckily, as we can tell, he does have the super soldier serum, which is the 4th big reveal about this. It was uncertain on whether or not the new Captain America would get some type of super soldier serum, but as we can tell from this video, he definitely does, because you can tell how strong he is in this video. He's able to take a lot of punches and not really be that affected by it, and we can see that when he hits people, they kind of go flying, and at one point in time, he does throw somebody a pretty far away. So he does have the serum, which is really good because his fighting skills aren't really up to par with the old Captain Americas. Which leads us to point number 5, which is kind of a big deal, and that is that he doesn't really know how Captain America used to fight. This is a pretty big deal, and it's very revealing because in the comics, Taskmaster is actually the person who trains John Walker. And Taskmaster has the ability to be able to mimic anyone's fighting style perfectly. So Taskmaster knew how Captain America fought, and he taught US Agent John Walker how to fight just like Captain America. So clearly, by looking at John Walker in this scene, he does not know how to fight like Captain America, which means that he has not been trained by Taskmaster. But that doesn't mean that he won't someday. It's been reported by Daniel RPK that the Thunderbolts are going to be introduced in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series. And it's expected that Thunderbolt Ross is going to be the person in charge, of course becoming the Red Hulk, but also recruiting Taskmaster for the Thunderbolts as well. From what we know right now, Thunderbolt Ross is going to be the person who decides that US Agent John Walker is Captain America. And if Taskmaster is working for him, then he can have Taskmaster train John Walker how to fight like Captain America. And going back to the super serum part, we have seen a leak that says that the serum does allow Thunderbolt Ross to control John Walker. So even though he's a good guy, he could be turned by Thunderbolt Ross because he has the serum inside of him. So he himself could even go on to become a member of the Thunderbolts, because we do know that Falcon is eventually going to take on the mantle of Captain America. And what's really interesting about this is that we know Thunderbolt Ross is going to be in the Black Widow movie. We know the movie takes place right after Captain America Civil War, where Black Widow is wanted. And Thunderbolt Ross is going to be the person looking for her. So given all these connections, it is very possible that Taskmaster actually works for Thunderbolt Ross, something that will most likely be revealed in the Black Widow movie. And a sixth bonus thing to note is that John Walker actually doesn't have the shield in this video. It could be possible that he just lost it at some point in time during this mission that him and Bucky are on, or it could be that Falcon, since he's not there, hasn't actually given him the shield yet. Because we have seen some leaked photos of him with the shield, and it is clearly the same shield that Steve gave Sam at the end of Avengers Endgame. So leave your thoughts on this leaked video in the comments down below, and let me know if I may have missed anything that you picked up on. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you can stay up to date on MCU news, and be sure to check out one of my latest videos on a Hulk vs. Wolverine film that could come to the MCU. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.